Some footballers score goals, others create moments of magic. But Lionel Messi? He tortures defenders, goalkeepers, and entire teams before slotting the ball into the net. He doesn't just score, he humiliates opponents with dribbles, flicks, and skills that seem to defy physics. Today, we're counting down 14 moments when Messi made world-class defenders look like amateurs before scoring breathtaking goals. So if you're ready to witness greatness, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Messi's ability to single-handedly dismantle defenses is unlike anything football has ever seen. Whether it's gliding past defenders as if they don't exist, embarrassing goalkeepers with cheeky finishes, or leaving entire teams in disbelief, Messi has done it all. With a combination of low center of gravity, unreal balance, and next-level dribbling, Messi is capable of creating goals from absolutely nothing. In this video, we'll relive 14 legendary moments where Messi left defenders helpless before scoring. Let's dive in. The boating disaster 2015 versus Bayern Munich, UCL's semifinal. This moment became one of the most famous humiliations in football history. Facing Bayern Munich in the Champions League semifinals, Messi received the ball at the edge of the box, with Jerome Boateng closing in. With a simple but lethal body feint, Messi sent Boateng crashing to the ground like a fallen tree. Before anyone could react, he calmly chipped Manuel Neuer, arguably the best goalkeeper in the world at the time. Camp Nou erupted, social media exploded, and Boateng became an eternal meme. The last-minute Clásico winner, 2017 versus Real Madrid La Liga. El Clásico, Santiago Bernabéu, 92nd minute. The game is tied 2-2, and both teams are desperate for a winner. Barcelona launches a counterattack, and the ball falls to Messi. Despite bleeding from a rough elbow earlier in the match, he stays composed, calmly slots the ball past Keylor Navas, and silences the Madrid crowd. Then Messi lifts his iconic No. 10 jersey, showing it to the entire stadium. It was a moment of pure dominance and one of the most legendary celebrations in football history. Twisting Espanyol inside out, 2017 versus Espanyol La Liga. Messi loves torturing Espanyol, and this goal was no exception. Picking up the ball in his own half, he weaved through 5 defenders in seconds, using his close control to leave them stumbling. When he reached the box, he unleashed a perfect finish into the bottom corner, completely out of reach for the goalkeeper. Espanyol's entire backline looked clueless and helpless as Messi danced past them like they weren't even there. The Copa del Rey masterpiece, 2015 versus Athletic Bilbao final. Messi's solo goal in the 2015 Copa del Rey final was one for the ages. Starting from the halfway line, he nutmegged one defender, weaved through another 3, and entered the penalty box with unstoppable speed. The Bilbao defenders tried everything, tackles, pulling his shirt, but Messi wasn't having any of it. He then fired a powerful shot into the bottom corner, sealing one of the greatest solo goals in football history. Arsenal's worst nightmare 2011 versus Arsenal UCL. Arsenal came to Camp Nou with high hopes of upsetting Barcelona, but Messi had other plans. Receiving a pass inside the box, he flicked the ball over Arsenal's goalkeeper with his first touch and calmly finished into an empty net with his second. It was an outrageous display of skill, timing, and precision. Arsenal's defense was left frozen, staring at each other in disbelief as Messi turned them into spectators. The Guardiola Nightmare 2021 versus Man City UCL. Pep Guardiola's Manchester City was one of the most dominant teams in Europe, but Messi doesn't care who's in front of him. Receiving the ball at the edge of the box, he effortlessly skipped past defenders before curling a perfect shot past Ederson. Even Guardiola, who knows Messi better than anyone, couldn't help but smile because he had seen this magic before. Bamboozling Bayern again, 2014 versus Bayern Munich UCL. Bayern Munich suffered at the hands of Messi yet again. In the Champions League, Messi collected the ball outside the penalty box, twisted past multiple defenders, and placed an unstoppable shot into the bottom corner. The Allianz Arena watched in stunned silence as Messi made one of Europe's best defenses look like amateurs. Atletico Madrid left helpless, 2012 versus Atletico Madrid La Liga. Atletico Madrid are known for their rock-solid defense, but even they had no answer to Messi. In a tight game, Messi picked up the ball near the box, dribbled past 3 defenders in a blink, and finished with a cheeky chip over the goalkeeper. Even Diego Simeone had to shake his head on the sidelines. The physics-defying goal versus Betis, 2019 versus Real Betis La Liga. Betis fans couldn't believe what they saw. Messi received the ball near the penalty box, took a quick glance and lobbed the goalkeeper with a delicate chip that barely seemed possible. The shot kissed the crossbar before going in, and even the opposing fans stood up and clapped. Neymar and Suarez in awe, 2015 versus Getafe La Liga. Messi's Maradona-esque goal against Getafe was pure art. Taking the ball near the halfway line, he glided through defenders, dodged last-ditch tackles, and scored. On the sidelines, Neymar and Suarez were laughing because they had front-row seats to a once-in-a-lifetime footballing genius. Absolute madness against Napoli, 2020 versus Napoli, UCL round of 16. The UEFA Champions League always brings out the best in Messi, and in the 2020 round of 16 against Napoli, he produced a moment that left fans and commentators utterly stunned. Napoli's defenders were playing tight, trying to cut off Messi's options. As he dribbled into the box, he was knocked down by one defender. But before anyone could react, Messi bounced back up mid-slide, regained control, and evaded another 2 tackles. Just when it seemed like he had lost control, he cut inside and curled a shot while falling to the ground, beating Napoli's goalkeeper and sending the ball into the bottom corner. For a few moments, the stadium was silent in disbelief. How did he stay on his feet? How did he keep the ball? How did he even get the shot off? The impossible chip versus Brazil, 2007 Copa America semifinal. A young Messi, barely 20 years old, stepped onto the field against Brazil in the Copa America semifinal. At this point, he was still proving himself on the international stage, but this goal solidified him as Argentina's future legend. Receiving the ball just inside the penalty box, he took one quick touch before lifting a perfectly measured chip over the onrushing Brazilian goalkeeper. What made it even more outrageous? He barely even looked up before executing the shot. The chip was so precise that it left the goalkeeper completely stranded, unable to. The legendary solo run versus Real Madrid, 2011 UCL semi-final. Some goals are great, some goals are iconic, and then there are goals that define a player's legacy. Messi's solo goal against Real Madrid in the 2011 Champions League semi-final was exactly that, a masterpiece that showcased everything that made him unstoppable. With the tie delicately poised, Messi picked up the ball near the halfway line, with 4 Madrid defenders ahead of him. At that moment, most players would look to pass or slow down, not Messi. With his first touch, he accelerated past Lassana Diarra, who lunged to stop him but completely missed. Sergio Ramos, known as one of the toughest defenders in the world, stepped in. Messi skipped past him effortlessly, leaving Ramos stumbling. The GOAT's final World Cup goal, 2022 versus France World Cup final. Messi's final World Cup goal was not just another strike, it was the culmination of a legendary career, the defining moment that sealed his place in history. Facing France in the 2022 FIFA World Cup final, Argentina had already been through pure chaos. They led 2-0, but Kylian Mbappé brought France back to 2-2. Messi scored in extra time, putting Argentina ahead, only for Mbappé to equalize again, forcing penalties.